All right, I need one volunteer marshal to get out here. I need a replacement for Kaysen Riley. I need a marshal for Kaysen. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Awesome, thank you. All right, let's go ahead and get the cars rolling. Get them rolling. We're about ready to start this one. The race will go live in less than 5. Get the cars rolling. Get them rolling. Keep on taking laps. There's the bell. Everyone will go live when they cross the line. First one to cross was going to be Christian. He is out front on his first lap. Oh, watch front stretch. Oh, it's clear. "25 seconds down, 3:35 left to go. Christian Jenkins out front. He is on his 5th lap, running a 42.40. He is in the middle of the track. Oh, no. Working turns 3 and 4. Red, gray, white sticker on the side. That is our leader, Christian Jenkins out front. After that mistake, he's going to fall back to the number 3 spot. Looks like Daniel Arnold's going to be out front. So Daniel going to be in that black Traxxas body, working the backstretch there. Coming up on this 4-pack of cars right in front of him. So now Christian back out front, just running his hot lap, 5.5. Daniel in the 2, Chase in the 3, Jake in the 4, Riker in the 5. Watch the backstretch go low down the back, Oh, no. All I can do is call it, guys. All I can do is call it. So 130 down, 230 left to go. Christian still out front. There he did, just cross the line. Red, gray, and black. White sticker on the side. That is our leader on a 39.404. In that number 2 spot, Chase Jenkins just crashed there at the line. He is orange, white, and black crossing the line there. He is in that number 2 spot. Daniel in the 3, about 1 second behind Chase. So 2 minutes down, 2 minutes left to go. Our leader, Christian, has a 13-second lead over number 2. Oh, our number 2 and 3 car are going to get caught in each other. That's going to slow them both down. Jake Shake moving up into that top 3 position. He is now in the number 2 spot. So Jake in the blue with white stripes, now in the number 2 spot. He is 16 seconds behind our leader. He's got 2 seconds to the good of Chase Jenkins now. So Chase back in the 3, Daniel in the 4, and Riker still in that 5 spot. 2:45 down, 1:15 left to go. Christian out front, Jake in the 2, and Chase in that 3 spot. Our closest race on this track is going to be between our 2 and 3 car. That's Chase and Jake now. So Chase moving up into the 2. He had a crash on the backstretch. That's going to put Jake back in the 2 spot. Daniel about 7 seconds behind Chase. He's in that 4 spot. 45 seconds left to go in this one. Christian, Jake, Chase, and Daniel. Christian out front. He's coming up on Jake. Jake is in that 2 spot. Starting to make up some time on Christian. 30 seconds left in this one. Christian crossing the line there. Gets around Jake. So Jake in that 2 spot. Oh, he's going to catch our leader. Going to get in the backside of him. Now, Jake cannot play around. Chase is really coming up on him now. Chase 1/10 of a second behind him now. Oh, he's going to have a little mistake. That's going to slow him down. Final 5 seconds. 1 second between our 2 and 3 car. That's Jake and Chase. They're going to go around for one more lap. When they cross the line, they will be done. Jake, keep going. Jake, keep going. That is a race. Race is over. Christian, Jake, and Chase, your top 3. There will only be an A main, no B main for you guys. Everyone moves straight to the A main. Track is closed. Track is closed. Let's get our marshals back out here. There were 6 drivers. I want to see 4 of them back out here. I see our leader. Where's the rest of our racers? There were 5 guys in that race that can come out here and marshal. Where are they at? I need my marshals from that last race. Get out to the track. Track is closed until I get my marshals out there. All right, I'm looking for Chase, Jake, Brandon, Daniel. All right, now we're good on marshals. Thank you, guys. Try to get out there as quick as you can. No time for messing around. Track is yours. Go ahead and start taking laps. Watch the backstretch. Watch the backstretch. It's clear. All right, everyone got their practice laps in. We're going to get ready to start this one. Get the cars rolling. Get the cars rolling. Race will go live in less than 5. Go ahead, spread them out. Spread them out. Less than 5. Matt Sinek's going to be the first one to cross. Max Mason, Rodney Riley, Bill, and Gatlin. All 5 of my racers are checked and going. So, first couple laps going down. We're on lap 3. Matt Sinek's out front. Red, gray, black, Traxxas Fox body going down the front stretch, crossing the line there. He is in the lead on his 5th lap. Bill Gibson in that 2 spot. All orange, black flames on the front. Crossing the line there. He's got Max Mason in front of him. Oh, Rodney making a dive to the inside. Nice pass. He is going to be working up to that 2 spot, really close up on it. 0.3 of a second between him and Bill. Rodney now to the 2 spot. Bill back in the 3. Max in that 4 spot and Gatlin in the 5. Oh, Bill going to get stuck on the wall. He's going to float out towards the wall and get stuck on it. 1 minute down, 3 left to go. Bill was in that number 2 spot. He's going to fall back to the 4. Max up in the 3. He's going to crash out too. So Max all the way up to the front now. He's got 3 seconds to the good of Bill Gibson. All of our racers having crashes. Matt Sinek's with a 16-second lap. He missed the line. So now Matt back to the 4 from the 1. Max Mason out front. Rodney Riley in the 2. Bill in the 3. Matt in the 4. And Gatlin in that 5 spot. All 4 of our racers evenly set on the track. 2 seconds all the way down the line. 2.5 between Max and Rodney. 3 seconds between Rodney and Bill. 2 seconds between Bill and Matt. So 2 minutes down, 2 minutes left to go. Your closest race on the track is going to be for the lead. Oh, Max with a little spin out. Rodney now moving up to the top. He is a fast mover on the track. Just ran a 5.4. Rodney with a 5.3. He got the pass done on Max. Max isn't going to be fast enough to take it back. So Rodney out front. Max in that 2 spot. Matt Sinex up to the 3. Bill going to take it back. They are back and forth. That's our closest race now. Bill and Matt battle for the 3 spot. 0.2 of a second between them. So Ronnie trying to hold his lead. Matt trying to make up positions from his mistake. Gets around Rodney. Nice move there. So your leader, blue and black. Rodney riding the pipe. Wow. Gonna hold a tight line. Matt in that 2 spot. Red, gray, and black tracks his spotty. Rodney looking for the inside. Gets it done. Matt gonna fall back a little bit. Gonna hold his spot in the 2. He is in the number 3 spot. Now back up to the 2. Max, Mason, Bill Gibson, and Matt all in a 3-way tie for that number 2 spot. About 1/10 of a second between those 3 cars. They all have to run their fast laps. Bill going to get out front of Rodney. He is going to try to get up into that 2 spot. He is there. Bill in the 3, Max in the 4. Max falling off a little bit. He's now half a second behind. Now 3/10. Matt trying to pull away a little bit. Now he's got 0.6 of a second to the good of Bill Gibson in that 3 spot. 15 seconds left on the clock. 0.8 now. Now 1 second. He is pulling a gap, guys. Matt now out front. Rodney now down to the 2. That is a battle for the lead. I didn't see it. Matt, 1/10 of a second off. He's going to have it this time by. One more lap, guys. One more lap. Keep on going. Keep on going. Matt going to take the lead. Rodney in that 2 spot. Race is over. Matt, Rodney, Bill, your top 3. I didn't see it there. Rodney falling off a little bit. Matt catching all the way up to the lead. All right, looking for 2 more of my marshals. 2 more of my marshals. All right, we're covered. Thanks for getting out here quick, guys. All right, track is open. Track is open for laps. You did? Real bad. All right, here's a little tip for my guys. All right, here's a little tip for my buggy guys. Try to stay out of the red infields. There is a little bit of water in there, and you just went right through it. Well, your tires are screwed. All right. Yeah, try to stay out of the red infields. They are wet. Go ahead and keep the cars rolling. Keep the cars rolling. We're going to get this one started. Race will go live in less than 5. Larry, first one to cross. Dan, you are not live yet. Doug is now live. And there's Dan. All 3 of my cars are now going. All right, first couple of laps going down. Doug Townsend looks like he's the only one that's got his car pretty dang stable. Running a 48.402. Doug in that 2 spot, Dan in the 3. One minute down, 3 left to go. Larry Knight now out to the point. Doug falling back to the 2. Larry on a 49.402. Doug on a 48.401. 7/10 of a second between those 2 cars. Dan Stewart pulling off the track. So your leader, Larry Knight, blue and white, number 5, going down the front stretch, crossing the line there. Doug Townsend in that 2 spot, black with white trim, crossing the line there. Yellow wheels, that is our number 2 car. Just ran his fast lap of the race, 4.56. Larry with a 4.4. He did that on lap number 3. 1:30 down, 2:30 left to go. Larry now was 1 second, now 0.3 of a second between our 2 cars. Larry and Doug about half a second apart. Doug closing the gap a little bit. Oh, Larry with a mistake. So Doug going to move up to the point. Larry going to pull off the track. 2 minutes down, 2 minutes left to go. Remember, guys, there is a B main, so you better keep on trying to run your best time because it is not guaranteed that you will hold a position. Your leader, Doug Townsend, black and white, yellow wheels. Just ran a 4.6. His pace right now, 49.401. 2:30 down, 1:30 left to go. Crossing the line there, that is your leader. About 3 minutes down, 1 minute left to go. He is besting that time a little bit. He's got it down to a 49.401.3. Was 0.9. Now down to 0.1. Ran a 4.7. Pretty fast lap out of him. On his 38th lap, he's got about 10 more to do. So this is heat 1 of 2. Race number 4, Buggy Street Stock heat 2 of 2. Be ready to hit the track. Coming down to the final 15 seconds. About 4 more laps out of him. 4 more laps. Final 5 seconds. Here comes the bell. He's got 2 more laps. 2 more laps. And he's done. That is a race. Doug Townsend's going to take this one. Larry in that 2 and Dan in the 3. All right, we should be good with 3 marshals. Should be good with that. Track is open. Track is open. Whoa, Eric, what are you doing? Hey, Cole, you're gonna need to trim that body. Oh boy. Am I going? All right, go ahead and get the cars rolling. Get the cars rolling. Race will go live in less than 5. So Eric, Sean, and here comes Matt. First couple of laps going down. Eric Mason going to be out front on a 44.401. This is not fast enough to reset the top qualifying time set by Doug Townsend. He threw down a 49.40. Eric's on a 45.404. This is good enough for number 2 on the clock, though. Sean Denny in that 2 spot. About 2/10 of a second or 2 seconds behind Eric. Matt, 1/10 of a second behind Sean. Cole entering the race now. And of course, he has the fastest car on the track, ran off 5.1. And he came out here early. $115 down, $245 left to go.
Your battery come undone?
$130 down, $230 left to go. Eric Mason in that 2 spot. Eric in the 1, Matt in the 2, and Cole Denny up to the 3 spot. Matt Sinex with the fast slap on the track, ran a 5 flat. He is in that number 2 spot. Cole is about 45 seconds behind Matt. That's about 10 laps. 2 minutes down, 2 minutes left to go. So your race leader, Eric Mason, purple and black, yellow wheels, working the backstretch now. Car number 6. He is leading out this one. He has 20 seconds over Matt Sinex, our number 2 car. Red and white, number 9, yellow wheels. Cole Denny in the 3. White and blue, number 10. Just ran the new fast lap of the race. Cole Denny 4.9. 2 4.9s back to back. His pace 36.402. Eric on a 45.403 in that 1 spot. Matt's going to be in the 2. Cole in the 3. Closest race on the track with 45 seconds left to go between Matt and Cole. 12.5 seconds between those 2 cars. This is for the number 2 spot. 30 seconds left on the clock. Looks like all 3 of these racers will be going up to the A main. All 3 of these racers will be going up to the A main. There is the bell. 1 more lap for these guys. Eric is done. Go ahead and keep going, Matt and Cole. Matt and Cole keep going. Matt, you are done. And Cole, you are done. That is a race. So Eric going to hold off for the win. Matt in the 2 and Cole in that 3 spot. All right, I'm looking for Eric. Looking for Eric and Matt Sinex. Eric and Matt Sinex. Now I just need Matt. Looking for Matt as a marshal. He's getting his car ready. I'll give him a minute. I have all my racers out here. Track is open. All right, let's go ahead and get this one going. Get the cars rolling. Get the cars rolling. Oh, watch turns 1 and 2. 1 and 2. All right, looks like we're going with only 3 cars. We're going to get this one going in less than 5. Keith, Doug, and Dan. All 3 of my cars are live and going. Looks like my drivers from the Buggy Street Stock class having a little bit better luck in this one. 30 seconds down, 3:30 left to go. Doug, Keith, and Dan, your top 3. Keith, 1/10 of a second off of Doug. Oh, right as I say that, he spins out. Gonna go out to the wall. Keep it on the track. Doug in the 1. Now Dan up into that 2 spot. Keith in the 3. Doug's gonna spin out. Now Dan up to the point. Keith, not too far away. Now he might be looking at that 2 spot. He is. Keith up in the 2. Doug down to the 3. So Doug does have the fast lap, 4.509 on his 3rd lap. Keith on his 4th lap, right at 4.59. And Dan with a 4.69. So Dan out front. He is the red, blue, and white, number 26, crossing the line there. Keith in that 2 spot. White, orange, yellow, number 14, crossing the line there. And Doug, white and black, white wheels there. He is in the number 3 spot. 1:30 down, 2:30 left to go. Dan Stewart on a 54.03. Keith on a 48.402. That is our closest race on the track, about 2 seconds apart. Now 1.7 apart. Keith all over him. Was 2.7. Now it's 1.7. So Keith picked up 1 lap that last time by. Now 2 minutes apart. 2 minutes down, 2 minutes left to go. Dan Stewart out front. He's going to crash out a little bit. Keith going to catch up. Doug and Keith, 2.7 apart. Dan and Keith, 2.9 apart. So these racers pretty evenly separated. Oh, Doug going to spin out, do some donuts. Almost caught our number 2 car. Doug going to be solidified in that number 3 spot pretty good. Keith holding down the 2. Oh, watch our backstretch. It's clear. So Dan, only one putting down a pretty clean run right now. Keith in that 2 spot, about 6 seconds behind him, and Doug going to pull off the track. So our 3 and 4 spot are going to be locked up. Doug is going to be in the 3, and Larry's going to be in the 4. Now we're just looking to see who settles in that 1 and 2 spot. 3 minutes down, 1 left to go. Dan out front. He has a lap and a half over Keith. That's 7.6 seconds. Final 25 seconds. Dan Stewart still out front. Blue and red, white. White wheels, number 26. That is our leader on a 49.402. Keith in that 2 spot. White, orange, yellow, number 14. He's in that number 2 spot, running a 47.403. About 10 and a half seconds behind Dan. 3 seconds left to go. There's the tone. Keith, you will be done. And Dan, you will be done. That is a race. Dan, Keith, and Doug, your top 3. I'm looking for one volunteer marshal. One volunteer marshal. Appreciate it, Rodney. All right, we're covered on marshals. Track is open for laps. Track is open for laps. All right, let's get the track going. Let's get them all going. Spread them out, spread them out. Race will go live in less than 5. Anthony, Matt, and Kaysen. All right, 30 seconds down, 3:30 left to go. Anthony Austin out front, Matt in that 2 spot, and Kaysen in the 3. So 0.2 of a second all the way down to my number 3 spot. Matt with a 5.4 second lap, going to move Kaysen up to the 2 spot. Just ran his hot lap of the race, 5.1, fastest car on the track. Kaysen going to be in that 2 spot. Oh, Anthony going to drop down to the 3. Ran a slow lap, a 5.3. Matt with a 5.1. Kaysen with a 5.1. Anthony backing it up, 5 flat. Going to move back up into that 2 spot. So 1:15 down, 2:45 left to go. Matt Sinex, your leader. 1/10 of a second back is going to be Anthony and Kaysen. 1/10 of a second back is Kaysen. 1:30 down, 2:30 left to go. Your leader crossing the line there. White, blue, and yellow. Number 34. That is Matt. He is in that 1 spot. Oh, never mind. Anthony going to take it back that last time. Green and black, number 87. He is in our number 2 spot. Matt in the 1. Kaysen in the 3. These guys swapping back and forth every other lap. So Matt out front this time. Anthony going to take it that time. Kaysen in that 3 spot. He's about 0.7 of a second away from that battle. 2 minutes down, 2 minutes left to go. Anthony in that green and black, number 87. He is in that 2 spot now. Kaysen, black and white, number 46. He is in the 3. 2:30 down, 1:30 left to go. 1 and 2, our closest race on the track, separated by 0.5 of a second. That is Matt out front and Anthony in that 2 spot. Kaysen now 1/10 of a second off of Anthony. He's going to move up into the 2 that last time by. Back and forth they go. Anthony in the 2. Kaysen back now to the 2. Matt 0.5 a second ahead. Trying to pull away from these guys with 1 minute left on the clock. This is our best race of the night. 1 minute left on the clock. 1/10 of a second between each of these guys. All the way down the line, there is 0.2 of a second. You make one bobble, you're going to the 3 spot. This is all for podium starting positions. Matt out front, 0.2 of a second to the good of Kaysen Riley now. Another 0.2 back is going to be Anthony Austin. Now 0.3. Kaysen finding some time. 0.003 of a second. Now 15 thousandths of a second. Kaysen going to take the lead that last time by. Matt down to the 2. Now he's falling back a little bit. Kaysen with a 5.2. Matt with a 5.4. Kaysen out front. Final 10 seconds left on the clock. He just has to keep it clean for the next 3 laps. 3 more laps. There's one of them. Keep it clean. Keep it clean. Anthony, you are done. Matt, you are done. And Kaysen, you are done. That is a race. Kaysen going to take the win. Matt in the 2 and Anthony in that 3 spot. Nice run, Kaysen. I just want to say big props to all 3 of those drivers keeping the race within 1 second all the way down the clock. Very impressive. Probably one of the cleanest races I've seen out of any of the racers here. Very awesome racing. I hope you all keep it up going into the main. Race number 1 out to the track. Two-wheel drive buggy street stock A main. Do not take the track yet. Do not take the track yet. I need my marshals out there. All right, I need one more marshal. One more marshal out here. All right, track is closed. Track is closed. If you want to make any changes, now is the time to do so. I do need one more marshal out here. One more marshal in turn 3. I need one volunteer out to turn 3. Thank you, Rodney. All right, let's line the cars up. Line the cars up. Doug, you're going to be on the 1. Eric in the 2. Matt, 3 spot. Cole in the 4. Sean, 5. And Dan on the 6. So the way I'm seeing it out there, the inside line is super good. Once you get a little bit out, you're going to go squirreling. So you better work on your lines. The track will not always come to you. All right, whenever you're ready, Doug. Let's get a good start. One behind the other. Going live out of turn 4. Doug on point. Say that works. It's clear. So Doug out front going to hold his starting position. Eric still in that 2 spot. Good run going for him. Sean in the 3. Dan in the 4. Cole in the 5. Matt in the 6. Watch turn 2. Watch turn 2. Go high in turn 2. High in turn 2. It is clear. That is a complete blockade of the whole lane. Hard to dodge that. 40 seconds down. 3:20 left to go. Doug in front. Sean now up to the 2. Not too far away from him. Dan in that 3 spot. Matt in the 4. Cole 5. And Eric down to the 6. Your leader. Black, white, yellow wheels. That is your leader. Running a 49.404. Crossing the line there. Thank you for moving, Eric. Sean, our number 2 car. White and orange, number 96, down the backstretch, now to the front, crossing the line there. That's our number 2 car. He's about 3 seconds off of Doug. Matt going to be in that 3 spot. He's in the white and red, number 9, yellow wheels, crossing the line there. He's in the 3 spot. Dan Stewart right there. That is the battle for the 3 spot. Now Dan Stewart, black, red, and blue, number 26. He is in that battle for the 3 spot. Matt Sinek. Oh, no. What happened to Doug? A 10-second lap. He's down to the 4 spot. Didn't see what happened there. Matt Sinek's now to the point. Going to get around Sean. Dan in that 3 spot. Doug in the 4. Oh, caution, turn 4. Go low. Go high. Go high. Turn 4. High, turn 4. Oh, no. 2 minutes down. 2 minutes left to go. Dan Stewart going to fall down to the 4 spot. Cole down to the 5. Eric down to the 6. Sean from that 5 spot up to the point. Matt 0.4 of a second behind him. Oh no. Looks like Matt had a little mistake. Gonna move Doug back up into that 2 spot. I'm seeing the battle there. 0.8 of a second between our leaders. That is Sean and Doug. Dan about 1 lap behind him. Matt Sinex, 1/10 behind that battle. Now Matt up into the 2. That's our closest race on the track. Oh, Sean going to roll it over. He's going to fall back to the 3 spot. Dan Stewart, not too far there. Oh, his battery came undone again. That's going to move everyone up 1 spot. 1 minute, 10 seconds left to go. Matt Sinex to the point. Doug in that 2 and Dan in the 3. Our closest race on the track between our leaders. That is Matt and Doug. Oh, Doug going to roll it over. Not roll it over, but get caught in the intersection. He's having trouble out of his body now. His body's all stuck up. So Matt Sinex out to the point. He's got a 4-second lead over Doug now. Oh, 3 seconds now between those 2 cars. Dan Stewart in the 3. He's about 3 seconds behind Doug. That's half a lap. Doug with a little mistake. Matt coming up for the lap. Doug does have the fast lap of the race, 4.3. Matt with a 4.4. He's the next fastest one out there. Final 15 seconds. That's about 4 more laps. 4 more laps. Doug, best in that hot lap, 4.38 now. Had another little mistake. Dan Stewart still 5 seconds behind him. These guys will be holding down their positions. 1 more lap. Doug will be done. Cole is now done. Dan, Eric, and Matt. That is a race. Race is over. Oh, shit. I need 2 more of my 5 racers to go out there and marshal. Just 1 more. All right, I have all 4 of my marshals out there. Track is now live. Go ahead, start taking laps. Start taking laps. Watch the backstretch. Watch the backstretch. It's clear. Watch the back. Watch the back. Go slow down the back. Slow down the back. It's still there. Still there. Still there. All right, let's shut the track down. Shut the track down. No more laps. All right, Christian, you're going to be starting on pole. Jake in the 2 spot. Chase in the 3. Daniel 4. Riker 5. And Brandon in that 6 spot. Oh, Matt Sinek's going to add himself into this one. Is Matt out here? Who's got that body? Oh, it's Brandon. Okay. Whenever you're ready, Christian. Going live out of turn 4. 1 behind the other. No passing yet. All right, 1 more lap around. 1 more lap around. Race is not live. Race is not live. Try to stay 1 behind the other for the start. Let's get at least 1 lap before we start diving to the inside of each other. All right, let's re-roll them. Get about a 1 car apart. Live out of 4. Oh, my. All right, go ahead and stop the cars again. Let's get 1 clean start, guys. Come on. Roll through the corner. Roll through the corner. There we go. Much better, much better. Oh my gosh, Christian gonna roll at first lap, roll all the way out to the wall. Looks like it's gonna sort itself out. Our 1 and 2 gonna get back out front. Daniel moving up into that 2 spot from the 4. Oh, caution, turn 4. Eric, get in there. Eric, marshal the cars. Oh no, big mix-up. 1 and 2 gonna get by there cleanly. Daniel going to be up into that 3 spot now. Brandon in the 4, Chase 5, and Riker in the 6. 45 down, 3:15 left to go. Your leader going down the back stretch now. 3 and 4 down the front stretch, crossing the line there. That is our leader. Jake in that 2 spot, blue and white. 3 and 4. Oh, no, that's your leader. Make sure to let him by. Jake getting crushed up in some lap traffic. He's going to try to get back around. So Jake in that 2 spot, Daniel in that 3. About 2 seconds off of him. Chase Jenkins now up into that 3 spot. Daniel falling back to the 4. Oh no, Chase going to roll it over. Daniel back up into that 3 spot. Brandon in the 4. Riker in that 6 spot. 130 down, 230 left to go. Your leader crossing the line now. That is Christian. Jake in that 2 spot right there at the line. No, now Daniel now in that 2 spot. Jake going to push him to the inside. That's a great pass. Push to the door. Now Jake back up in that 2 spot, the spot he started in. Riker, those are your leaders. Make sure to let them by. Watch the backstretch. Chase trying to make a mix-up in there. Going to crash and roll over. Christian in the 1, Jake in the 2, Daniel in the 3. Now Chase falling back to the 5 spot. Brandon up to the 4. That's our closest race on the track is for that 3 spot. Or for the 2, Jake and Daniel. Daniel going to roll it over. Now Daniel in that mix for the 4. Chase going to move all the way up into the 3 spot now. Going to get around that mistakes between Daniel and Brandon. 2:30 down, 1:30 left to go. Watch the backstretch, 3 and 4. Watch 3 and 4. Go low. Go low. It's clear. 1 minute, 1:15 left to go. Christian still out front. He's got 30 seconds to the good of Chase Jenkins now. Watch the backstretch. Go low down the back. Low down the back. It's clear. Our leader out front of this 6-car pack. He's going to be leading them off. Chase in that 2 spot. He's got 6 seconds to the good of Jake now. Jake in that 3. Brandon in the 4. Daniel in that 5 spot. Our closest race right now going to be for that 4 spot between Brandon and Daniel. Now the battle for the podium closing up a little bit. Jake and Daniel, here they come. 1 lap apart. 30 seconds left to go. Closest race on the track between Brandon and Daniel for the 4 spot. Brandon in the 4, Daniel in the 5. Looks like podium is going to be pretty close to being locked up. About 4 seconds back from Jake is going to be Brandon. Jake is on the podium. Jake in that 3 spot. Brandon in the 4. Jake now a look in the 2. Chase going to roll it over. Now Jake up in the 2 spot. Chase going to be back to the 3. There's the bell. These drivers will be done when they cross the line. That is a race. Race is over. Christian, Jake, and Chase, your podium. All right, I had 6 racers in that one. I need 4 of them back out here. I only see 3 of them. I see Brandon, Chase, and Christian. I know I had 2 more that could go back out there. Track is closed. Track is closed. No laps until I say it. All right, I have my marshals to their spots. You are now able to take laps. Let's get them going. All right, track is closed. Track is closed. Shut the straightaways down. All right, let's line them up. Matt Sinex out front. Rodney in that 2 spot. Bill in the 3. Max in the 4. Gatlin in the 5. Matt, whenever you're ready, it is at your pace. Oh, Rodney already looking for the inside on him. letting him know he's still there. At 5 out of 4. Oh, watch the backstretch. Watch the backstretch. All right. All right, let's just restart it. Restart the race. I want to see some racing when our top 3 isn't up there. All right, let's re-roll it. Whenever you're ready, Matt. 5 out of 4. Oh, Gatlin, where are you going? Gatlin, you gotta wait. You gotta wait. You can't dive bomb before you cross the line. Or drive backwards on the track. All right, Matt Sinex out front. Rodney in the 2 and Bill in that 3 spot. Now Bill up to the 2. Rodney rolling it over. Max about 3 seconds off of that battle. Gatlin 4 out of that. So 30 seconds down, 3:30 left to go. Matt Sinex, he's got 4 seconds to the good of Bill Gibson. Rodney, 1.5 behind Bill. That is our closest race on the track right now for that number 2 spot between Bill and Rodney. Bill in turns 3 and 4. Now Rodney in 3 and 4. Across the line, both of them go. Gatlin, you are in the mix of those 2 cars. Thank you for moving. 1 minute down, 3 left to go. Matt, Bill, and Rodney, your top 3. Matt looking to lap the number 3 car already. 1 minute into the race. He's looking for an inside on him. Going to try to get by him cleanly. Looks like he's just going to settle into a rhythm and try to follow behind him. Good moves. Bill going to try to get around traffic. Bill is the all orange and black flames. Make sure to give him plenty of room. He's in that 2 spot. Crossing the line there. That's our number 2 car. Oh, he's going to go wide on entry. Didn't see what happened to him there. I don't know if he forgot to turn the steering wheel. 1:45 down, 2:15 left to go. Matt, Bill, and Rodney. Rodney now right up his tail. And Matt right in the mix of them, right behind him. Gatlin, that is your leader. Rodney now up into the 2 spot. I didn't see what happened. Bill going to be in the 3. Oh, no. Rodney going to catch a flip car. Going to move all the way back to the 3 spot. Bill going to hold down the 2 now. 2:15 down, 1:45 left to go. Matt Sinex out front. Bill now up in the 2. And Rodney diving for the 3. He's up in there. Bill, the all orange and black flames. Rodney, the blue and purple. Oh, no, a lap car getting mixed up in our number 2. Max, those are your leaders. You're in the 4 spot. Give them plenty of room. 2:45 down, 1:15 left to go. Rodney's going to try to get back up in there. 1:10 left on the clock. That's all the time Rodney has. Oh, he's going to roll it over and be stuck on his lid. Help him out, Marshall, get him back down. Now he is lapped. Now he's going to have to find a way to get back around him. Rodney now 0.7 of a second ahead of Max Mason. Max in the podium, or pretty close to the podium position. He is within range. He is 1 second off of Rodney for that podium spot. 40 seconds left on the clock. Max pushing a little wide. He's going to have to clean it up if he wants to get up there. Rodney, one of the faster cars in this heat. Threw down the second fastest lap. Matt with a 4.9. 15 seconds left on the clock. Oh, Max squirreling out in turn 1. Oh, super tight corner there out of Max. Oh, no. 4.5 seconds behind number 3. They are going to be settled into a spot. Here comes the bell. Rodney, you are done. Bill, you are done. Matt, you are done. Here comes Max and Gatlin when he gets flipped over. That is a race. Race is over. Matt, Bill, and Rodney, your top 3. Let's get the track blown off. Racers, do not take the track yet. All right, Nehemiah Marshall's from that last one. Marshall's from that last one. Looking for Matt, Ronnie, Bill, Max, and Gatlin. Looks like we're covered. Thank you, guys. Track is open. Track is open. Oh, watch 1 and 2. Watch 1 and 2. It's clear. All right, no more laps. No more laps. Now is the time for changes. Now is the time for quick little changes. All right, no takers. Let's line them up. Dan Stewart on the 1, Keith on the 2, Doug 3, Larry 4. All right, whenever you're ready, Dan. Racers will go live out of turn 4. That's a good start. As they started there going by for their first lap. Oh, Doug going to move down to the 4 spot. Was in the 3. Oh, Dan pulling a wheelie all the way down the front stretch. He's pulling quite the gap. Looks like he's got the fastest car on the track. 4.35 out of him. Keith, 4.48. Next fastest car. Good lap times being turned out of these guys. 30 seconds in, 3:30 left to go. Oh, Keith got rolled over. He's going all the way back to the 4 spot. Good Marshall there. So Dan Stewart out front. Larry going for a tumble. Doug now settled into that 2 spot pretty well. Keith, watch back. Go low down the back. Low down the back. Our leader getting caught in that one. Now Doug all over him. About 1 second now. Larry back to the 3. Keith back to the 4. Larry going to roll it over in turn 3. 1 minute down. 3 left to go. Dan Stewart out front. Running about 8 seconds faster than his TQ time. Doug in that 2 spot. Larry in the 3 and Keith in the 4. One and 2. 2.5 seconds apart. Dan out front. Doug in that 2 spot. So Dan Stewart, the blue, red, and white, number 26, crossing the line there. Going through the back stretch, turns 3 and 4, crossing the line. That is our leader. Doug in that 2 spot, black and white, yellow wheels, crossing the line there. Now about to be lapped by our leader. Dan Stewart out front, about to lap our number 2 car. Larry about 2 laps behind them. Our closest race on the track going to be between our leaders, Dan and Doug. 8 seconds. Oh, sorry, between our number 2 and 3 car. That's Doug and Larry. 3 seconds apart. Doug in that 2 spot, Larry in the 3. Now 3.5 seconds apart. 1:30 down, 1:30 left to go. Dan Stewart still holding down that fast lap he set on lap number 2, 4.35. Larry with a 4.49. Keith with a 4.48. So it looks like Dan definitely the fastest car by about a 1/10.5. 1 minute left to go. Closest race still going to be between our 2 and 3 car. That's Doug and Larry. Now about 2.5 seconds apart. 2.3 that last time by. With 50 seconds left on the clock. They're going to get about 10 more laps. About 10 more laps. Oh, Doug with a little mistake. Larry now really close. He is within striking range. Now half a second. He's going to roll it over. Oh, good Marshall there. Kept the car from being in contact. Dan, Doug, and Larry, your top 3. Keith about 25 seconds behind them. 15 seconds left on the clock. That's 4 more laps. 4 more laps. Dan Stewart there at the line. Blue, red, and white. Number 26 has 10 seconds over the field. One more time. Larry, Dan, Doug, and Keith. That's a race. Race is over. Dan, Doug, Larry, your top 3 for the 13.5 late models. All right, I'm going to need one volunteer marshal. One volunteer marshal to help us out. Need my 3 racers that were out there. I guess all I need is 3 marshals. Just need 3 marshals. I got them. Track is closed. Track is closed. Let me get my marshals to their corners before we start taking laps.
Gotta love it.
All right, you guys can start taking laps. All right, straightaways are closed. Straightaways are closed. Line them up. Kaysen out front. Matt in that 2 spot and Anthony in the 3. So these guys had a very impressive qualifier. Let's see if they can hold to it in the main event. Whenever you're ready, Kaysen, you are rolling these guys off. Oh, Matt. Oh, man. Going live out of turn 4. That's a great start. First lap going down for these guys as they started. Anthony already looking for the inside, gets it done. He's going to go a little wide, a little too much throttle down the straight. Now they're bumping cars. Remember, this is 4 minutes. Oh, no, Matt going to dive into the wall. I was going to say it is a 4-minute race. Oh, great marshal there. Good job, Keith. Well, Matt, you have secured the podium position. Kaysen out front. 2 seconds over Anthony now. Now 3.5 with that mistake. 45 seconds down. 3:15 left to go. Kaysen Riley out front. Black and white, number 46. Going to be holding out in the lead. He's got a 4.5 gap back to Anthony. Another 7 seconds back is Matt. So all 3 of these cars are going to be getting a podium position. Now where they end up on that podium is still to be decided. 1:15 down, 2:45 left to go. Kaysen in the middle of this 3-car pack. Each of these guys on their own lap. Kaysen looking to lap the number 2 car. That would be a full lap on the field if he gets it done. He's going to be looking for the inside. He sees it. Not going to have enough gas. Matt looking to get around our leader. Going to try not to get into him too much. See how much good racing we can get out of them. 150 down, 210 left to go. They're spreading out a little bit. Matt going to ride the pipe. Kaysen going to ride 2 wheels. Anthony going to go a little wide. Oh, man. Kaysen taking it real tight. 2-wheeling it every single time. 1:45 left on the clock. He is edging on that pipe. Matt doing the same thing. Could have had the inside there. Car got unsettled. Went up on 2 wheels. That's a good line out of Kaysen. He's looking for the inside on Anthony. Not quite within striking distance. He has to get a little bit closer before he can put that lap on him. So Anthony about 4.5 seconds behind him. Now 4.7 with 1:15 left on the clock. Matt, if he can't get around the leader, he's going to be stuck in this number 3 position. He sees it inside, not going to get it. Car's going to go up on 2 wheels. 1 minute left to go. 3 down, 1 to go. Kaysen looking for any opportunity he can get. Anthony right in the middle of that lane. Leaves it open one time. Carson's going to take it. Good pass out of him. Anthony going to try to get into the rear end. Dig around a little bit. Carson going to go wide. They're back and forth, inside, outside. Oh, no. Matt finally gets it around him. Our leader on his lid. Bad Marshall. Now he's down to the 2 spot. Anthony up into the 1. Carson down to the 2. Final 20 seconds left in the race. Oh, man. Anthony from the 3 to the 1. Matt still in that 3 spot, about 4 seconds behind Carson. 10 seconds left to go. This is where they're going to finish. Get him down, get him down. Here comes Matt. That is for the podium. Matt's going to be up into that 2 spot now. Where's our Marshall in the number 2? Now Matt Sinek's up into the 2 spot. That is a race. Oh, man, Carson going to be in that 2 spot. Matt down to the 3. Anthony going to take the win. Everyone held their lines for about 2 straight minutes. Bumper to bumper. Good racing. All right. If you made a podium or top qualified in one of your races, make your way up to the front to take a podium picture. Other than that, have a good night, guys.